Ah, a forge.
A whetstone, quite useful for a war-weary blade.
Have I got anything that needs a good firing?
What can I cook?
Hold! Our enemy, look out!
Perhaps I can detonate.
What can I cook up today? What could that have done?
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll May the luck of the gods be with you both, source hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Horse hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Stand down before I put you down! Your vitality renews me!
Easy to make, hard to escape. Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking? Indeed. For all we know, these
This seems to be broken. Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest
Better
in
to detonate
protecting
that mine
whatever's
safely
kept
than
here.
trip over it myself. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
It's locked.
Appears to be locked. This seems to be broken.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Sightseal. We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We have the...
Liberators of liquor. Shh.
Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that.
Best way to calm a white...
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the...
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth.
Agreed. Oh,
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city.
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
Who was
How
that
very
joker leading those
curious.
orcs?
And
That
how
traitor.
very disquieting.
Where are Bibius and Junius? They hear the fight.
We must have left the place. Right to the harbor.
What if the orcs are sending another fleet? We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor. We need more help or she's lost. The ship's rising ever higher.
Come on, men. Pull your backs into it.
Blasted orcs learn how to play with fire.
The ship's blazing ever higher.
Are these the biggest buckets we've got?
We're gonna need more than a few buckets this summer.
Are these the biggest buckets we've got?
Come on, men. Pull your backs into it. What if the orcs are sending another fleet? What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
Blasted orcs learn how to play with fire.
The ship's blazing ever higher.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
We need more help, or she's lost.
Come on, man! Put your backs into it! The ship's blazing ever higher! The ship's blazing ever higher!
Hail, Source Hunter! Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you. Bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they wanted Sightseal. This is their second attack within as many weeks. And their second defeat. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here. It's hard to say. That ship needs attention and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special Source Hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to rain clouds? Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs! It'd be like whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot. Let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list? Oh, I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet around these parts.
Oi, the Soul Santa! Nice to see these. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. Whatever the cur's incentive to
Filthy beasts! I'll kill the last one of you!
Ho! The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade, and good luck. It's these orcs! Now that rat-faced shaman of theirs, even with...
Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it? What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid. Fellow's dead. Murdered.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found face down in a...
They say 'twas his wife that did it, and I'd bet a bottle of brandy they're right.
As if that proves anything. Just keep your trap shut, will you, babbies? Well, we're...
Sicil, yes. Where fishermen come to live and street dogs come to die. Now, which of the two would you...
Just cut the cackle, will you, babbies? Now then, not that I could blame them. This place is cursed, I tell you. First the dead rise from their graves.
Fairly well. Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it? What do you want to know?
Craven chickens.
Fairly well.
What?
You're lucky we're protected the rear.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last... Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was you're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a... So, now that the cat is out, it's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sore... Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the... Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. I'm glad we've met, Saul. Once you're there, just take the stairs. And with that, I bid you...
Sects, undead, orcs. Oh, looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
We need more help, or she's lost.
The ship's blaze never higher!
What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
Lost orcs have learned how to fire.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope.
The ship's blazing ever higher!
Come on, then. Put your backs into it.
What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
What if the orcs are sending another fleet? Blasted orcs learn how to play with fire. Are these the biggest buckets we've got? Get out of the story.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil? Those orcs must... I'll tell you, the only time... Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil? Is that Bertie still right?
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir.
what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, sauce, here, in size. Are these the biggest buckets we've got? We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbour. We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
Rainfall!
What a deluge!
Oh, hail the rain spirit. That was a fine display of magicianship, it was. Or I thought the old...
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you.
Not much about zombies.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what?
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. But no, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of... Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once in a life...
So you mean to say we do not live a life of adventure? We don't do any...
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense.
There's as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only
Yes, some extra gold.
Indeed. Indeed. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
They say you're privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
On the move for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than the size of this pie.
Going, my good man. Drink, please.
Made a big cheese on your rope with a wheel of the good stuff.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Heavenly Harry, delicious dogfish. Yours for a shrimp
Around again, aren't you? Waiting for that day second.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
You'll always stay menial with that attitude.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of and that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you... Oh, the fab... You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, what a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of knight, of course. Should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, by now the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you run. Of course, of course.
And me.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this, one of them was a big lumbering apparatus. A frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the fabulous... What more is there to say?
Oh, my good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting in my... Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair Keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. Ah, you'll be dealing with Ahu's little abomination. If I don't leave a few crumbs for the new...
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you too.
Please do keep shouting.
Back, demon! Back, or
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West.
You wouldn't. Mador's the name. Heavens haunt, see, there's been what they wanted. I came by the skin of... I managed to wrench free of my captor's...
Well, comrade, I've been scouting Cecile for some time now, and I believe more than I'd hoped, comrade. There's my... And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth. And you mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural. Fella seems like a loose lip, hardly the habit of an innocent healer. Now, don't get me wrong, but from what I suspect, an illegal source, artifact, or substance.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only, I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream's been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of it, though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her. Damn Maya. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the been at the King Crab nearly
Zimbladorix! That! It's you. Just the person to answer a question. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger. So you've wrangled a position in the Fabulous Five, have you? I'm fairly brimming. You've been sent after our...
Oh, my good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting in my name.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge? What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, and my word, I am Anna. I've got 1,000 throats. When the day I can take, but then, source hunter. That I have. I believe I have. Yes, you must join the... Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Greetings, traveler. And may the... You mean you haven't heard? Steel yourself by following her instructions. Go on the path to the right...
My good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting in my name. Stop right there. Until you've received the cap...
Never thought I'd see Cecile in such dire straits.
I swear, I saw... Move along.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so aboard that I am. You wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Bloody undead.
Stop right there.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Careful now.
A source hunter. I'd like to report some dark magic. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years. I think I'm one of the last. Though that's the question. I was washing. Lucky for the.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I think she came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after me. I saw one other figure go into the room. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after. By the time I burst into that room, whoever done it has escaped through the window. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
They say he's privy to ancient and
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. All you see before...
This patch is only hours from the sea.
Dear me.
Careful now. Your head's burning all swollen and saffrons, I dare say.
Whatever happened to them eager imbeciles we sent to the
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Until you've received...
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though I suppose my name... Yes, she and I have a history. That's as easy as it would be to... Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. It's very tragic news.
How fares your first quest, hero and hunter? Fabulously exciting, I'll bet. You're to hunt down the automaton in the cave, remember? Oh, I had so hoped I could join you on this death-defying quest. But alas, it is my task to stay behind.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to a... Well, sir, I'll tell you.
It sure does me good to set eyes on another of our Hunter's greetings. So, have you changed your mind about venturing forth, shield to shield, against the Sauce menace? Well, you know the old expression.
Another source hunt.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
It's you. Just the person.
Stop right there.
Watch out. I smell... Oh, the fierce stench of frightened Source Goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Come now, Alistair. Not so much one sort of
Get in while it's fresh. These crabs could be hours from the sea.
Just careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Feed a big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout left?
You're
a sauce hunt.
Make a little cake.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as...
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand...
Easy, Tull. That's the Source Hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged...
Tell you right...
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have...
Well, that's to be decided.
To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
After all, a fearless hunt.
Well, that's a relief.
Heed me, Source Hunter.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest.
It's you. Just the person to answer a question. How curious of, so you've racked...
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The close.
Hearty welcome to the king. The name's Ivan. All you... Mind that room, she kicks. I was started by the time whoever Councillor J. Esmer well between.
I'll tell you. Hunter's greetings. So, have you changed your mind about venturing forth? Shield to shield against the Sauce menace? Heavens, see, there's been what they want in Hunter's. I came south seeking the Legion's. Well, comrade, I've been scouting Cecile for some time now. More than I'd hope. And on top of it all, the feline. Now, don't get me, but from what I suspect, an elite fella seen a loose, hardly the habit of. You mean you don't already know, comrade? You wouldn't. Madara's the name. By the skin, I managed to wrench free. Well, you know.
Getting ourselves caught
by the demon. Well, you're lucky. I'll tell you. Hunter's greetings. More than I'd hope. And on top of it all. You mean you don't already know, comrade? Fella seen a loose lip. Hardly that. Now, don't. But from what I suspect, an illegal Sauce artifact. Well, you know.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the...
Another Source Hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now.
Privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Ah, hello. Yes. Jake, it's Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously... It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Councillor and I were... Yes, she... As easy... Jake and Esmeralda... I am the...
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your... Watch out!
I smell... the few stench of frightened Source Goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
Made a big change on your book with a whale and a push.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a Source Hunter, aren't you? Here, like I told just about every Legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his... So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers... I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we met.
Well, what do you want to know? Cecile. Now that's a sad story. Roofs of elegant homes burned for fuel, oaken cupboards emptied, and ladies dragging the dregs of their great skirts to bargain. Praise be that Arhu the wizard has the wits about him to build these newfangled weapons of his, or Cecile would have been the very throne of decay by now. Because of him, life here is all...
About her innocence.
We'll need to look for
The
evidence.
hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop, rather than...
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Cecile from... So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of... Steadfast will I guard her. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Cecile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished... And what questions are those? Tragedy flocks to this place, like goblins to a boar carcass. I can tell you one...
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
Sorry, sir. Hey, who's that?
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunt.
She may have the look up. We got report. I tapped her.
Bit Tull.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you.
Well...
To the barracks! March!
After all.
Well, that's a...
Heed me.
Again!
Source Hunter. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees. It is difficult for me to click. It is strange.
Sorry, sir.
Sir, no, sir.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the envy... Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to... Nevertheless, the scene of the crime is over at the King Crab. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or what? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring... if you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks, I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make... How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? We are the pride of...
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be? One of them failed? You know what? Here's the remote access device. In truth, I don't know. They've been clawing the Legion. Someone is responsible for the Unfortunately, that we've caught. There's nothing of interest. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, I am but my task, you see, to my great regret. None. Oh, but that's such to be out. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And oh, that'll never. I'm my own wizard, you know. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town is already... Now, it may well be established that I can but piece... They say. I say. It took a while for... How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I have strangers leading orcs. Humans. But that... And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. I don't know quite what to make of this news, but...
Did someone leave another door open? Potent heat!
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Soaked to the skin! I'm drenched!
foot. I'm invincible. Please assist me, friends!
Darling arachnid, aid my flight.
A sharp weapon deals more damage.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles! Sink your toxic fangs deep.
Vanquish them! Feel the pain of my sting!
This tunnel seeks more than one target. Quick shot!
Gods, leech this evil from my blood.
Seven, call me home.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles!
A little help here?
I feel like I just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Welcome back to Seal Hunter. The
I'm
Legion
overheating
needs you.
here!
unending darkness.
The time of your death is at hand.
My life is ebbing away.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? And so the lonely babe was the wise. In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I'm happy to have a friend in such...
Your return marks a victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
Potent heat!
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't...
Burrow indeed.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. Oh, my story's tired. I never... So what do you think?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm sure this one little fish won't starve the merchant. He should take the fish. Ethics are fine in theory, but nothing would stop me from helping you through a hard time. This man merely holds that same principle.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
All right, we'll do it your way.
That's the spirit!
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I picked...
You were a wit...
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Quite so. I saw...
I can't thank you enough for your...
Well, sorry...
Oh, hello, love. Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
precious dogfish!
What are ye staring at? Captain Jackson, those scallywags are...
Get it while it's fresh! This batch is only hours from the sea!
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?
Stop right there. Until you've received the cap, not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Oh, yes, proper introductions. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves. How you got here, though, on such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected... Ah, at last, a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your time, ought naturally to have show, don't tell.
Might be quite
Come now, don't be coy. Come now, don't be coy. Have a... You first, but don't dilly-dally. You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... the portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all, you, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much. It is the void itself. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It shrink. It's not that I then. Though I cannot say for certain. In fact, but why spoil the myth? After you. You first. But don't dilly-dally. Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is!
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As
astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests, I see.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here and...
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of detail. But you are different. Of you I see. So please, do tell me. A stone? So... Not like this, no. Never had I experienced something so... But yours has. You appeared before...
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that it...
Like the stones, source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature...
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must. though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the Void. Please, our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Come, come! I got the glint in your gait. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in, but you'll need a... Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the... Off you go, then! You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be, like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my... From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't... Before you go, so I hope you'll be
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, the drift of... Except, it seems, you.
Good to see you on this...
I have the last chest. The last chest. The last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my forces.
To see you.
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer. If I can. Quite so. I do not, but perchance I'm, alas, a hidden... I am... Perhaps am I the beginning? And am I to be what it is? I reside in another realm altogether. Oh, Hunter. I have no need. And yet... I do enjoy your... I think that perhaps you can redeem time. Know that no... But suddenly the new thread... These Starstones.
Good to see you on this... Like the imp said, wouldn't it just? Just like from what I... Ruins. Caves. Neither do I. Missing tech. We may not understand the lonesome... Well, yeah, perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the weavers acquaint... Like the imp said to the ballista... Oh, I don't know. But of course... So, gather those star stones so that we may...
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. I think that but sudden youth these starstones. Please, in the drift, except...
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
The Lady of Time, the Weaver of History.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. While you were being the advance, that's where I saw them. Don't we all look? But like any cat worth it. Let me phrase it. I'll not pretend. If Zigzags, I met him, so in the end, before you'll need the other one too, if you want to make use of its powers. But alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Now that this matter has been settled, Hunters,
I can't even smell the sea air. Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all... I'll tell you who you are. Source Hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma. What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the honor of being the object of the... I just hope this fancy... leaking, rotting sea gunner... Plenty of fish in the sea. I've got the...
Halt! These gates will now be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. You can see security's tight. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left field or...
Look alive, my good man. This gate will be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs.
Lovely day for a swig and a salt. Fare thee well.
The sun is out. Yet I feel cold in... Oh! Pray, should hot...
Swirling saffrons, I dare say.
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. I hope you've given some thought to my revelation. I think you mean you haven't heard? Ah, steal by following her instruction. Ah, there, among her, she showed us that injury and malady need... What's in a neck? Go on the pu...
He says he's an immaculate. But I thought they...
Greetings, Source Hunter. Ready to have another look?
Haven't heard of their kind, but I don't like.
It's you. Just the person. So you've been...
Zimbladoric me!
Oh. Come now, Alistair.
Surely you've met your... Oh, come, darling, don't dither. You must be that. I believe I... Yes. You must join the... I've got 1,000. When the day I can... But then, so you... But you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team. I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the north... Oh, darling. That was so long... Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five.
Really now? I can't afford to indulge in chit-chat. What do you mean, not and why? And don't forget, I'm the most you'll be dealing with Ahu's little abomination. If I don't leave a few crumbs for the newbies once in a while, they'll accuse me of...
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
The closest I've come to my matches when I leave it over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.